I'm on this chin strap when I start, pull back with the elbow. As I go through right here, I'm gonna have to make sure that I stay on the other side of his chin. The tendency is gonna be, if your movement with your back roll is not really good, you're gonna wanna pull this arm out a little bit to give yourself base. And then when you get to the mount, you're not gonna be able to finish, you're not gonna have his head the way you think you need to have it. So make sure when you roll back that you're staying deep, even looking to deepen the choke here. So pull back, up, up, up. Right there, I deepen it. Now I drive down, chest down, head out, hips in, base on the ground. I go up first, like I'm trying to peel his chin towards his hips, and then I go over to the side, right there. Nice and nasty. And if you do that not really aggressively, you're gonna get a very panicky tap from people. So if you don't have the grip deep, if you don't have your hand on the other side of the chin right there, you're gonna find that, man, this is really hard for me to finish. If you just make that adjustment and get to the other side there, it's gonna be no problem. Hips in first and then sideways. Ready, 1, 2, 3. All right, a couple things. I'm here on my abdomen, right? I'm all the way on the other side of his chin with this grip, but I'm here on my abdomen. Okay, just flat palm. That's gonna stick everything tight together. Here's what I see most of you guys doing. You're dropping the hip on this side and trying to pull this way. And you're like, why? Now he's about to tap, I can feel it, but you're like, why is he not tapping? Okay, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Because I don't have a real good way to drive on it. Watch what I'm doing instead. Head goes back to the center. Do you see what that did to his spine? Head to the center. And now I can crank this way, do you see? Over here I can't crank this way. I'm blocked. There's nowhere for his head to go. Over here I can pull it back in. You guys see that? Now I drop my hips and I drop my hips, I have to let him go. I arch up and then I start that oblique crunch. So I've got like 6 motions of the finish still left on this thing. Like it's nasty. Not here, like this. This feels comfortable, but this is not what we want. I want you to bring that knee up, drive your hip, and put your head into the center. And now when you go up and start that arch, it's very, very, very tight. You guys understand? Everybody got it? Just like with the anaconda, what's the 4 steps on the finish, the final mechanics? It's elbows, elbows, hips, head. This is the same thing. Elbow, elbow, hip, head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. From the sequence, the first thing that I do for the arm triangles, I grab his chin. This is crucial. Do you see how I take his chin with my chest right here? And I stretch everything this way. Keith, open your mouth and say something. Mm-hmm. Open your mouth. Mm-hmm. But look, right here, open your mouth and say something.
Hi, I'm Keith.
There's the difference between here, open your mouth.
Hi.
Versus here, open your mouth. Mm-hmm. Big difference. Mm-hmm. Once I get here, now I'm gonna push up and I'm gonna steer his chin the other way. Don't let me do that, Keith. You ready? Don't let me do it. As I do that, I'll walk my arm and my head over to the other side. Still holding his chin. Now I press all of my weight like I'm trying to pop his chin off, like I'm trying to pop his head off. That allows an easy pull out for his arm. So I've lost the arm triangle. Keith, can you talk? No. Now the back of the hand right here, Keelan. The back of the hand goes in. So I put my head down. Sorry. And I make space for my palm or my back of my hand to go through. And then once I have that, I lay all of my body weight through that. if he doesn't tap, then he moves me to create space. As he does that, look, the choke rolls this way to push me down the body. So I roll myself down the body, and now I should be in this spot here. So you'll see when I'm over here, my shoulder's way out of position. I have no choke, but I have control of his whole body. And now as he pushes down, my shoulder and my punch choke move into position, and I go down to finish. And this is the spot. From here, no matter what he does, I just stay backwards, 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 looking up into that space, and I flex this. Look at the gripping. It's here. All right, no squeeze at all. Keith, do you feel like you're choking even with no squeeze? Right? I'll do no squeeze, escape the position, go. Escape it. You can escape. It's not going to embarrass me if you get out. Just get out. I won't squeeze it. I just let him do whatever he wants to do, but I never start, I'm gonna leave it loose, but I never start coming back up because that moves my shoulder off the Von Flue style pressure on the other side. I stay under him. I'm constantly going down, 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 down this way. And now the choke is just a flex on the cat pole. Feel what I mean? Now we're mounted. Tommy begins to move to this hip here, but he leaves the underhook, behind, okay? So as he starts to do that, I'm gonna slide this knee up underneath, and I'm gonna start to address this arm here, okay? So let's say you're not even defending that well yet. If your knee is on the elbow, I'm not gonna move until I feel like that's not gonna be a problem for me. Right, so like put it on the elbow again and start to move that direction. Right there, if I feel like if I move right here, that could become a problem for me, you see? What do you mean that could become a problem? Okay. He's gonna put me back into the quarter there. I mean, I'm just gonna have to do a different game than the one I'm about to play, right? So I might make this move when he's be kind of a little greener and yeah, oh, do something now. What do you got? Okay, cool. You understand? And now I'm starting to slide up under here. I want to get way out here onto this knee so that I'm having a seat. I'm not on the ground, but I am seated. You guys see what I mean? I'm not up on my toe. I'm down, and I'm right here. Eddie calls this the gangster lean. All I have to do, you can say that if you want, but it makes you feel weird when you say it. All I have to do is come this way, stop him from coming this direction. And that's real easy to do. I just say, hey, Tommy, you can turn this direction, but you have to leave your wrist on the floor. Go ahead. Come on, get up. You guys understand? It doesn't take much weight. Okay, now come. It doesn't take much weight to stop that. So really what I'm looking to monitor is this trap here. I have an overhook, just like I was playing rubber guard on the bottom. Right, it's the pyramid from the top. I've already opened the space though. So now what is he gonna do with this hand? Kind of depends. If he just wants to sit out there and be kind of stiff with it, like he doesn't, no, oh yeah, well you're not gonna just step, I don't have the flexibility, so you're not gonna just step over. Then slide that knee in right here. And now as you go to make your play, you can switch knees, windshield wiper, and you come back up with the Cleveland steamer right there. From there, use the Cleveland steamer not as a finish, but as a transition back to the mounted triangle. Okay. So we're gonna go react a little bit. Here, turn. Be alive. You guys see the position? If I can get this one under here, that's cool too. We're gonna talk about that in a second, but that's not what we're doing yet. So right now it's this play. I can slide the knee up if he wants to be stiff, or if he tries to bring his hand back close to him because he feels that there's a problem, which it is, then I can, ready, bring your hand close, pop, pop. And now I'm in the crappy one. Rebite and slide over. So you don't have to land the triangle perfectly every time. In fact, I don't care if you get it perfect at all. You just got to get to the top version of home base, which is this one here. And now it's an easy kill. It's all the same details. Hey, don't make that noise. Turn this way. React with me, play a little bit. Now I'm gonna step on him because I have the flexibility to do so. That gives me a little time and 2 hands. Yeah, see, this is even better. Up, if you got the momentum or you feel like you got the space, then you go right there. It should be super easy. If you feel like you wanna keep it tighter, come out here, post, and hit it. So you got a couple of options right there. Some of them are slow, some of them are quick, but it's basically 2 ways. Clear the space. Heads up, I'm gonna hit you quick here. You clear the space either here or here, and you hit him quick. Or you work through this thing. You guys understand? So it almost doesn't matter. Come to the top now. Spin our heads this way. Put your head right there. It almost doesn't matter how you clear that space. It just matters that you clear it. And it doesn't matter if you clear it quickly. It just matters that you clear it. You understand? Okay, so you're gonna go to the mounted triangle. You're gonna get out to the gangster lean. Make sure he doesn't turn into you. You can either slide the knee and move through slow. You can step the foot and move through slow, or you can go one hit wonder all the way over the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Scaff was just saying, this is the perfect time to use the dummy, yeah, because you can try to murder this dude with your hip, which is what you're supposed to do with a triangle. But I want to show you this. So for those of you that are adding the punch choke into your game, this is a little off subject, but it comes directly, it's part of this. It's part of why that knee on works. Like if I don't have this in the game, if I go to that knee on, then a lot of times the guys will just hold on to my foot right here, and I can't really like get the triangle position. But that's perfect because now their hand is fully committed down here. It's pinned, it's isolated, and I got a clean shot at the neck for the punch choke. So when I go here like this, and they're like, oh no, not a mounted triangle, I just go like that, and while I'm still controlling their wrist, I move their head out of the way so that the neck is wide open. And now I go 1, 2, backwards, and it murders it right there. It's awesome.